Hello, this is Alberto from NFTs2Me. In this video, we're going to explain you the basic features of NFTs2Me and some advanced features to use step by step. First, let's click in here. When we come here, we see all of our previously created projects. In this case, we just have some sample project. We have to connect our wallet if we want to see it. We come here, connect the wallet to Fmos, and we see the information. For instance, we got here the description and so on. We'll see more about that later. But let's go and create a new project, which I think is the most interesting part for this video. We can create an edition project, which basically means we've got a single artwork and multiple copies of that artwork as NFTs. We can create a drop collection, which means multiple artworks which are different from each token. And generative art, we have our own advanced tool which allows you from a set of layers to create generative collections, which is advanced but really powerful. Let's start by the editions. As you can see here, we have some basic information about the project. And one thing I want to show you, which is that on the minting fee, we can choose different ERC20s as minting fee instead of just the native coin, which in this case is Fmos. We could choose, for instance, the Axela USDC or wherever. But for this case, we are going to Fmos testnet. Here, we change the network, and we'll see that we have different ERC20s for the testnet. And now we have to fill the information to create the collection. Let's say that we want a project about cats, and we say, I love dogs. Cats are very well shown already. A token symbol dogs, and a description, some happy dogs playing on the ground with a rainbow on the background. Let's say that we don't have the artwork now, so we could use the generated artwork using artificial intelligence. It will take the description and the project name. Let's see what it gives us. On the meanwhile, I'll explain you that we can directly mint the NFTs. So we'll receive the NFTs directly into the specified addresses, or create the collection which allows the users to mint them, which is what we are going to do now. It has created this image. It's okay, we can keep it. And if we don't like the description, or we like to improve it, we can press in here, and the artificial intelligence will create a new one for you. And let's say that you like this, you say replace, you can see a new description. Finally, we can set the mint price. We can even say free minting. In this case, we'll leave it like, for instance, this. We create 100 NFTs, and advanced options, we can have some more options like the type of contract, if we want it to be upgradable, if we want a regular collection or soulbound collection, which means that if it's soulbound, they can't be transferred, which can be really interesting in some use cases, even placing a placeholder to delay the reveal of the metadata. Let's say that we are happy with this. We click on deploy to Fmos testnet. It starts uploading the images, then packing the metadata, and then it will ask us to sign the transaction on MetaMask. Let's say everything's all right. We pressed on it, wait for confirmation, and there we go. We've got our new project created. It will create a minting page for us. and it helps us saying, okay, you have to then enable minting. Why? Because by default our collection are created due to security concerns close, so you have to open it, and then it will tell you some more tips that can be useful for you. And let's go to the project dashboard, where we can configure our collection. Well, this, sorry, I didn't show you the minting page. This is the minting page that we created. As you can see, sale is not active yet. This is the minting price. This is the collection size, and we can see everything in here. And we can, as said, and we should change the mint settings. And for instance, say, I want this collection to be open at a specific date, or just open, which is what we are going to do now. We open the collection, we press confirm. And once it changes to open, current phase open, if we go back, we'll see that the sale is now active. So we can connect our wallet. And if we wanted, we could mint one NFT even sent to a different address. In this case, we are going to mint it for ourselves. And that's it. We've covered the whole process of creating the collection, configuring it, and minting a new NFT. I'm going to show you a few more options. We just minted the NFT, and it will show now that we are, well, sorry, it will show you that it is minted, and now we have the NFT minted. We didn't set any trade, so that's why it's like this. And let's go back to the configuration of the minting page. We could configure everything here, add some bold or italics or whatever. For instance, we could say, we'll see that on the result, it is using the markdown. We could change the logo, the banner, everything, links in here. What else? We, as said, we can change the mint fee. We can set a max per address amount, open or close. In case we didn't fix the metadata, we could change it here. We can see how much we've earned so far. The airdrops, we could send an airdrop for the collection. For instance, we could, instead of coming here and minting the NFT, we could come here and send to anyone, not paying anything, because we are the owners. And we could say to this address, one NFT, and we click in here and we send the airdrop. And as we are the owner of the collection, it won't cost us anything. We also have whitelists, which allows us to, instead of opening the collection for everybody, just to the whitelisted addresses. That we already got it. Let's say that we only want this address to be whitelisted, and they can even have a different minting fees and so on. And it will show you that you are the owner. The on-chain affiliation we talk about, we could say, okay, you want some commission for the affiliate and some user discount and some utils, token gating, and so on. So let's talk a bit about token gating and move on. What's token gating? Well, basically, token gating allows you to create some content that only the owners of your NFT will be able to see. For instance, I have an open example in here, which is Elegant Cats, which is a course created using an NFT collection. Only the holders of your NFTs will be able to see the private content of it. This is the public content, and then we have some courses in here, and you can press in here, lesson 1. It will show you the public content, but if we want to see this, we have to connect and prove that we are an owner of this collection. What else? This is another collection that we've created on Epmos, just for you to see the power of NFTs2Me. It has a description, different artwork, and if you mint an NFT in here, this is an Epmos mainnet, it will be a random minting, which means that you will get some NFTs randomly from all of this. As you can see, this is already minted, but no, not all of this. And owners of this collection will access to this script, which shows you how to generate an image collection using artificial intelligence. Actually, this collection was generated using this script. And let's close this and go back. We could even verify that we changed our collection to enable minting. But let's go back and see just a small preview of drops. In here, we could, it keeps the previously uploaded artworks. So we could, for instance, in this case, create the punks. We uploaded 10,000 punks. It creates a collection of the amount of images that you upload, as we previously described. For the rest, is the same as an addition, but in this case, every NFT is different because of the image that you choose. And finally, we have the generator, which allows you, for instance, we have different layers, and it creates different NFTs, merging all the layers together generatively. We could go to the result and see how it merge and so on, and then deploy the contracts. And basically, that's it.